Alright guys, so Bitcoin and altcoins today are in fact dumping, and I tried my very best to figure out what actually is causing the crypto market to dump today. But in today's video guys, I still want to talk about it, why we are in fact seeing Bitcoin dumping and altcoins dumping as well. I mean, of course, right? If Bitcoin is going to dump, altcoins will follow and dump with it. That's just usually what happens, right? So that's happening today. There is in fact a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys. And guys, just to clear things up, right? We know the market is being manipulated. This is truly just all manipulation at the end of the day. I feel like whales are now truly controlling the market. They really are, guys. So I want to talk more about that as well. But understand, guys, don't get shaken out. Don't get shaken out. Just remember, I feel like, they're just, spreading FUD. They are trying to make you scared to sell your Bitcoins, right? And so they can buy it at a cheaper price. That's just simply how I feel. And I'm pretty sure, you guys can agree with me on that one, right? But let's talk about it, guys. So looking at the Bitcoin price today, yeah, it is not looking too pretty, guys. It really, really isn't. And today is actually the very first day of December. You guys can see that, right? December 1st. Today is a Monday. It's probably Sunday for a lot of you guys once you're watching this video. But yes, this is truly the best, time of the year, right? It really, really is, guys, because Christmas is obviously, right around the corner, and it's about to be, the New Year's. But yeah, today, guys, Bitcoin and crypto decided to dump today on the very first day of December. Now if you guys have been watching my videos, I told you guys many times, I do believe Bitcoin has the potential to rise back up to 100k, even potentially back up to its previous size of 126, even reaching a new all-time high. Like, I strongly still believe in that, guys. So don't get shaken out. Just remember, I feel like the markets are in fact manipulated. There is in fact a lot of manipulation, as we all know. So don't get shaken out, guys. These guys don't want to make you scared so you can panic sell so they can buy. So don't get shaken out, guys. Please. Please understand that, right? So yeah, it is not looking too good right now for Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is currently just below $86,000. Right now it's currently at $85,800. But yeah, looking at this 4-hour time frame, yeah, it is not looking too good, guys. And looking at this, right, it seems like we are in fact seeing a pretty strong support level for Bitcoin at this level of pretty much $86,000. You guys clearly see that right now it is just dropping below that, right? But it could potentially bounce back up. But yeah, you guys clearly see this is not the first time that we have seen Bitcoin come back down at this level. We have seen it plenty of times, right? You guys can just clearly see that. Plenty of times, right? So if Bitcoin does manage to drop below $85,000, then I would say that's when it will potentially drop further down to the downside, back to 82 to potentially even at $80,000, which was the low, right, in November. That was November's low. We did manage to see Bitcoin dropping down to 80k, just below $81,000. And that could potentially happen, guys, right? So we'll have to see, about that. But yeah, it is not looking too good today for Bitcoin overall. So yeah, Bitcoin is down at 6%. Ethereum is down 6% as well. XRP is down 7%. Yeah, we are in fact seeing a lot of alts down over 5% at least today. A fair few alts are down over 10% as well. So you guys can see on Crypto Bubbles, yeah, it is for sure a red day today. Altcoins are dumping, guys. Like, yeah, Bitcoin is dumping, right? But man, altcoins are truly taking a bigger hit. They really are. The Fin Greed Index, looking at this, right? Yesterday we saw it at 28, right, in fear mode. Today it's at extreme fear, sitting at 24. So yeah, the sentiment has sort of changed, but overall we are still in fear mode, guys. So yeah, the sentiment truly has not really changed. We're still in fear mode, right? So of course we know there is still a lot of fear in the markets. But yeah, looking at this Bitcoin monthly returns, as expected, we did in fact end off November in the reds. We were down just below 18%, 17.67%. Okay, and I told you guys, most likely we will end off November in the reds, right? And it did. Okay, so we didn't see October happening. We didn't even see Upvember or Pumpvember happening, right? Whatever you want to call it. I think it's called Pumpvember, right? That's what most people call it. We didn't see that happening for both October and Pumpvember. Okay, it was more like Dumptember, right? Dumptober, sorry, and Dumpvember, right? So December, guys, yeah, who knows what's going to be happening, right? The last time we have seen this, right, Q4 in the reds, right, was back in 2018. You guys can clearly see October, November, and December were in fact in the reds for 2018. But just remember, guys, 2018, that's when we were in fact in a bear market. Just remember, we're in a bull market. 2025 is a bull market, right? We're still in a bull cycle, guys. Okay, and we didn't see a green October or even November. So will we see a green December? Who exactly knows? But I don't think so, right? Because you guys can clearly see in December is usually a pretty bearish month for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin usually does not perform the best. Like, look at this, right? The average return for December for Bitcoin is up just over 4%. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so understand, guys, December is not the best month for Bitcoin, but understand, okay, in some years we have seen Bitcoin, in the greens. Like, for example, in 2023, even looking at 2020, it was up almost 47%. That was the best December ever for Bitcoin, right? So we'll have to see, guys. But usually, okay, we don't see a green December. Okay, so yeah, it says here December starts red for Bitcoin. Last time we saw a fully red Q4 was in 2018, just like what I showed you guys. Okay, so we will have to see if December will be in the greens or the reds. Okay, but I highly doubt, guys, we will see major moves. Maybe we do. Okay, who exactly knows? But we'll have to see. But like I said many times, guys, I do believe Bitcoin has the potential to rise back up to the upside. I truly do believe in that, guys. Okay, now looking at this, okay, Bitcoin is about to close one of its worst Novembers, and historically every red November has been followed by a red December. Will history repeat itself? What's your prediction for Bitcoin by the end of the year? Okay, so yeah, we'll have to see, guys, whether December will be in the reds or the greens. But like I said, okay, usually December we don't see the best performance for Bitcoin. Usually Bitcoin historically does not perform that great in December, but we'll have to see, guys. Maybe this time will be different. Who exactly knows? But yeah, it is not looking too good today for the crypto markets, guys. Okay, it really isn't. Days like this, though, is a great time to accumulate, right? Red days like this, guys, is truly a great time to accumulate. Okay, and this is where millionaires are made, guys, during crashes, during dips, right? During bear markets. This is when you want to buy and load up as much as you possibly can while everyone else is panic selling. You want to panic buy while others are fearful. You want to be greedy, right? It's that simple. So apparently $140 billion wiped out from the crypto market cap in the past 4 hours. That is a lot. Okay, that is a lot, guys, right? So like I said, today is a red day, and that's a great opportunity to simply accumulate more. Okay, and trust me, guys, yes, eventually, sometime next year in 2026, because I told you guys, I do believe, yes, a bear market will be happening, and we do see Bitcoin and altcoins dropping even lower compared to, where they are right now. Like, for example, Bitcoin, I do see it dropping back down to 70K. I do see it dropping back down to 60K, and eventually maybe even 50K, right? I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin dropping back down to like, 30K to 20K. I think those days are over. I don't, think Bitcoin will drop back down to those price levels. I think the lowest it will ever go maybe is like around the 40K levels. That's just my personal opinion, right? Maybe just below 50K. But I think 30K to 20K, those days are over. And I do believe a lot of these alts will drop as well, of course, right? So get ready for that, guys. But either way, just dollar cost average, right? Just DCA. That is the best thing to do. Now, Ash Crypto says here, and this is actually pretty interesting. It says here, today's dump makes absolutely no sense. Bitcoin dumped $5,000 in 3 hours. Okay, $210 billion wiped out of crypto market in a single day. Nearly 700 million liquidated. And the craziest part, There wasn't a single negative news today. No FUD, no Trump tweet, no stock market crash, no tariffs, or bad earnings. There is no logical explanation for this. This feels like a pure manipulation dump to wipe out the leverage again. And this is true, right? I truly do believe in that, guys. Like I said at the start, there's really no reason why we aren't seeing this dump happening for Bitcoin. Like at the end of the day, this truly does just feel like manipulation. Like this is just another regular day in the crypto market for this year's bull market, right? But looking at the replies on this, so Income Sharks says here, it was a resistance after a dead cat bounce. That is the news momentum stored, and there wasn't a strong buy war to catch the fall. Okay, and this person also says here, market is being controlled by whales, and I do agree. Okay, I 100% do agree on that for sure, guys. Okay, I do believe the market is now being controlled by whales. Okay, because it really is, guys. Okay, we know the markets are in fact being manipulated, right? But Ted says here, Bitcoin got rejected from the $92,000 to $93,000 resistance level. It dumped nearly $7,000 and is now consolidating around $86,000 zone. Bitcoin needs to reclaim the $88,000 to $89,000 level here. Otherwise, it will drop towards the November low, okay, which is 80K, right? So yeah, we'll have to see what will happen with Bitcoin, guys, if we do see a recovery. Okay, if it will bounce back up to the 90K levels. If it doesn't and it continues to drop, yes, we will see Bitcoin going back down to the November low, which is 80K, right? But you're looking at this, Bitcoin is currently at two major trendline support. Trendline 1, 2022 cycle bottom. Trendline 2, 2021 cycle peak. So yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin is truly holding at this trendline 1, okay, which is the 2022 cycle bottom, right? And then the trendline 2 is the 2021 cycle peak, right? So yeah, pretty interesting to see for Bitcoin. But yeah, looking at this, guys, imagine if you sold and this happened. It will happen, right? Please understand, guys, like I said, we're going to see Bitcoin entering a bear market. Yes, that's going to be happening, right? Bitcoin is eventually going to be dropping back down to 70K, back down to 60K, back down to, even 50K, and maybe lower than that. It is possible. But no matter what happens, okay, with Bitcoin during, the next bear market, because like I said, guys, we will eventually be entering a bear market. Okay, it's going to happen. Okay, I don't think a bear market is happening now, right? I do believe Bitcoin has the potential to go back up to 100K, maybe even back up to its previous highs and reaching a new high. Like I said, guys, many times, I could be wrong. Maybe 126 is the top. Who exactly knows, right? No one out there realistically knows, but guys, understand no matter what happens with Bitcoin, either we're still going to be going higher and we see Bitcoin reaching a new high, or this is the start of the bear market and it goes lower. Either way, we're going to see Bitcoin going to new record highs. Okay, we will, guys. Okay, in the next few years down the road, we're going to see Bitcoin going to 400K, 500K to $1 million and higher. Just like what this chart is, in fact, showing us here, right? So understand, guys, this is not the time to sell your Bitcoins, right? And if you guys are wondering, if you guys are asking me, am I selling my Bitcoins? I am not selling. Okay, I'm simply buying and holding, guys. I'm in Bitcoin for long term. Bitcoin is a great store of value. I'm not in Bitcoin for short term. I'm not in Bitcoin, right, to become, wealthy quick, right? I'm simply in it to build generational wealth, right? I'm in it for long term, guys. I'm simply just saving in Bitcoin, right? It's truly a store of value. I'm saving in Bitcoin, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm simply just treating Bitcoin like it's my savings account. Okay, because it is, right? You should store your wealth in Bitcoin. It's the best thing to do. And of course, that's not financial advice, guys. Okay, always do your own research. But yeah, no matter what happens with Bitcoin, it's gonna reach new all-time highs. We know this digital asset will be heading to $1 million and higher. So I hope you guys are truly ready for that, right? Now, Crypto Michael says here, this dip will be bought up fast. Clear shakeout, don't fall for it. I'm not falling for it, and I hope you guys are not falling for it as well. Like I said, guys, don't get shaken out. Okay, that's what they want you to do. That's what these whales want you to do, guys. They want you to panic sell your Bitcoins so they can buy it at a cheap price. They want to buy your Bitcoins at a cheaper price. Don't do that, guys. Right? Don't sell your Bitcoins to the whales. Okay, that is that. So what you should do is hold all your Bitcoins. Okay, during this dip, hold your Bitcoins, guys. This is the best thing to do, right? It really, really is. Okay, the best thing to do right now, guys, is to buy the dip, okay, and hold. If you can't buy the dip, that's completely fine. Just buy when you can, right? There really is no rush into this, right? I mean, in a way there is, okay, because we know Bitcoin will be getting to, you know, hundreds and thousands of dollars, and then eventually, you know, to $1 million, right? And obviously it's going to be much, much harder to accumulate, you know, small amounts of Bitcoins, you know, Satoshis, when Bitcoin is at $1 million and higher, right? So I feel like you have a couple more years to accumulate as much Bitcoin as you possibly can, while it's still below, you know, 100K, and it's still below $1 million, right? So that is that, guys. Okay, the best thing to do right now is just simply hold your Bitcoins. You don't want to sell your Bitcoins right now. Okay, you really don't, guys. Just remember, Bitcoin is a long-term play. It's not a short-term play, right? It's a long-term play. Okay, it's a great investment for the long run, right? It truly does have great store of value, right? But yeah, I want to show you guys this. Okay, this is the last thing that I do want to show you guys. So Sailor says here, what if we start adding green dots? So he is pretty much hinting that he is, you know, gonna buy more Bitcoin, right? And I'm not surprised. We know strategy, man, they have been accumulating a whole bunch of Bitcoin, and as of right now, they hold just below 650,000 Bitcoins. Okay, so they are obviously hinting that they are in fact going to be buying more. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow I will keep you guys up to date and show you guys how much strategy have bought, right? But it's pretty interesting what he says here. What if we start adding green dots? And if you guys look at the replies to this post, okay, I even said here green for Casper, right? And a lot of people are in fact mentioning Casper, okay, because Casper is green, right? Bitcoin is orange and Casper is green, guys. Like, why would Sailor say we want to start adding green dots? Maybe it makes sense. Maybe, you know, it just means green as in for buying, okay, because we know the buy button is green, right? I totally get it. But what if it means something with Casper? Conspiracy theory. Who exactly knows, right? Who exactly knows, guys? But pretty interesting to see, right? Pretty interesting to see, I must say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Just, you know, a update on Bitcoin today, why it's actually dumping. There is really no reason why we are in fact seeing Bitcoin and the crypto market dumping today, you know, on the very first day of December this year in 2025. But it is what it is. Okay, we know the markets are in fact being, you know, manipulated by whales. So honestly, it's just another day in this bull cycle, right? It really, really is, guys. But like I said, don't get shaken out. Okay, continue to hold and continue to buy, right? That is the best thing to do, guys. Okay, and I don't mind seeing these corrections because I'm just going to continue to buy more Bitcoin, right? I really don't mind seeing these corrections, guys, because I can buy more at a cheaper price. Honestly, I don't mind if Bitcoin goes back down to 60K to 50K. I'll be happy. I'll be happy to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin at those price levels, honestly. Okay, I would not mind, guys. Honestly, I hope Bitcoin does drop back down to those price levels so I can buy more. I really don't mind, okay, because I am in Bitcoin long term, and I don't mind accumulating more Bitcoin at a cheaper price, guys. It's gonna make me happy, right? So that being said, guys, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That is always much, much appreciated. And yeah, we'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.